computers going into the TVs. There we go. You can see it on Zoom. If you're now on YouTube, well, now you're seeing the action. Now you're here. We're here with the gang. We've been hanging out for a few minutes, talking about different things. We were just talking about diamond painting. If you've ever done any kind of diamond painting before, you're going to see here in a minute what I'm talking about, but we got that coming up. We also have right here, you can see, we have our March is Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. So during the month of March, we're not only going to be doing some exercises that if you have cerebral palsy, you might be thinking like, hey, what are some exercises that I could do? Maybe work on some strength or some flexibility or mobility. We're going to kind of cover some things. And today I actually have something kind of creative. We'll see if you all like it, but this could be a fun exercise that you could try. So let's get ready for that. Let's make sure we have our water to drink. I have some electrolytes here that I put into my water to give me some electrolytes. And the other thing I didn't get to tell everybody, now everybody's going to know because I was telling the team, but remember on Monday I got stung by the bee, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going to go on here because, I'm kind of allergic to bees, in my past. I hadn't been stung in a very long time. It had been about 10 years. And the last time I got stung, everything was okay. But this time I was like, I think I'm going to be okay. And all of a sudden last night, my foot started itching. And when I woke up today, I have a kind of a red area around where the bee got me. So I'm paying real close attention to it. We'll be playing it safe. And have to later on, I'm going to make sure that, giving it extra attention, make sure that bee sting is okay. Because I don't know how my body reacts. Is anybody else out there allergic to bees? Common thing. It's a very common thing. If you are, me too. It happened to me. I'll let you know how it goes. Let's have a sip of water. Let's get ready for the breathing motto. We got a lot of folks joining in. We just stalled. Got them all to get in the workout. All right. All right. So we are getting ready. We got the breathing motto coming up. Who do you think, Ben? Did you have somebody in mind? We had talked about.
Didn't we say Karen was gonna?
We had talked about that. We had mentioned it. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Karen. Yes. Yes.
Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in happiness. Breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. Breathe out their worst. Breathe in your power so you can reach your goal first. Happy Cerebral Awareness Month.
Yes, Karen, that was incredible. Yes, that was amazing. That, everybody.
Nice job, Karen.
Thank you, Ben.
Kick the month off. That is a great start to March, everybody. Thank you, Karen. We also, and you saw, we had the sign language. I saw that too. And, thanks to Karen, thanks to Carla, thanks to Sandy, and some of our friends on here, I've been learning more and more sign language, and I've been learning more and more Spanish, which is very handy for me because remember, my daughter, she's going to be speaking Spanish, and I want to be able to communicate with her in both English and Spanish and in sign language. We were just watching a video today that reminded us that the tiburon, remember the tiburon is the shark, and the shark with the sign language, you have your hand on your head like the shark fin. That's kind of fun. Let's go ahead and have another sip of water, and then let's get into our warm up. We're going to bring up a picture here that was sent in. And this was sent in by our co-host, one of our team leaders on here, by Carrie. And Carrie told us that this is what's called a diamond painting. And this one here, you're going to see, very beautiful. We're going to have this up for our background on the warm up. Oh, it went all the way up to the top of my list. I think that picture, it must have known. There it is. It was all the way at the very top. Wow. Check this out, everybody. Again, beautiful, beautiful artwork, beautiful type of painting, very creative. And you can see here, each one of these, they're kind of individual diamonds, and she puts them down and rolls this out, and there's a special glue. She was telling us all about it. If you've ever done anything like this, let us know. You know, art is a part of fitness. Art is a part of our health and our wellness. And I love when you all are out there and you're doing art and then you're sending that in so that we can kind of show that art off. That's pretty neat stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look around the painting. So let's go right to left with our jaw, with our chin here. And I'm going to be looking over this way, kind of at the red wing of this butterfly. Got my chin over here to the side. I'm going to give it a good, let's go for 5 seconds with our chin over this way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring our head over nice and easy, going over to this side. And let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's go for 4 seconds over to this side. Here we go. Going 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming over this way. And going 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go for 3 seconds now. Here we go. Going over here.
John, is your green screen on? Because it looks funky on my end.
Let's see. Good call, Ben. Oh, Ben's right. Boom. There you go. Going to clean that up a little bit. 3 second hold. Nice call, Ben. 3, 2, 1. And that's why Ben, again, is one of our executive producers making this show happen. 3, 2, 1. Let's go over this side. 2 seconds. 1, 2. Over here. 1, 2. Over here. 1 second. 1. Over here. 1. So remember tempo, everybody. We're going to play around with tempo throughout the whole workout today. And we got a kind of a fun, creative exercise to do later on. Let's go ahead and go up and down. That's right. You got it, Karen. Nice call, Ben. Let's go ahead and bring our head down. Oh, look at that. My hat's kind of disappearing. That's fun. So I got my head down. We're going to go 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring our chin up. Holding it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it down. Sitting up tall, too. Remember that. If you're sitting down like me. 2, and going up. We're going 4 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it on down. Nice and easy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Going up for 3. And 3, 2, 1. Going down for 2. 1, 2. Up for 2. 1, 2. Down and up. 1, 1. And back into the middle. Let's go ahead and do the letter U. Let's go ahead and start up here. Let's make our head, bringing it down, bring our chin over, bringing it up over to this side, and just rocking nice and slow, kind of moving just our neck and our chin, kind of like on the swing set. You're just swinging up and down, rocking back and forth. There we go. Bringing it up, bringing it down, going across, bringing it up, back down. Let's do about 2 more of these. Up and 1 more going up. All right, nice. Let's keep on with our neck. Let's go over this way. It's going to look like I'm going to be reaching out here towards kind of the middle of this. Look at this. This is super neat. I like the antennae here. The little antennas going up. Let's go ahead and go out with our neck. We're going to go giraffe neck, turtle head, giraffe neck. Here we go. So we're reaching out. We got the giraffe head reaching out, reaching far, far out. Keep it going, and then bring it back with a turtleneck. So I got my head going back like I'm going into my shell, bringing it in, and then we're smashing those vocal cords. Let's stretch it back out now, though. Keep your body upright. Don't lean forward. Try to keep your body straight and just reach that chin forward. 3, 2, 1, and then bring it on back. And you're going to tell a difference. You can see my body didn't move. I got my little diver shirt on here. It's not moving. And now watch, and I bring my head forward. Again, I'm trying to keep my shoulders and everything here. And then head's going to go back. There we go. Let's hold it. 1, 2, 3. Did that backwards. Here we go. Let's go forwards again. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back for 2. Bring it forward for 2. Bring it back for 1. Bring it forward for 1. All right, nice. So remember, when we're doing these exercises and we're holding it, we're doing that kind of that isometric hold. We have those muscles, they're engaged. They're different than their normal length. They're kind of extended. or they're contracted, and that's okay. We're going to extend that time. We can have it short time, or you can have it for an extended period of time. We got a lot of great folks joining in on this workout too. If you just joined in, welcome to the workout. You haven't missed too much, but you did miss I would say one of the best breathing motto that we have had to kick off Cerebral Palsy Month. This is an incredible breathing motto. You got to go back on YouTube and watch it though, and that's okay. Nick, you know what to do. Nick, after the workout, I'm telling you, Karen did the breathing motto. It was incredible. We're kicking off Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, and we're going to get you up to some leadership, Nick. No problem being late, but you got to go back on YouTube, watch that breathing motto after the workout. Let's go. We got one more for our head and neck, and that's going to be the ear lift. So I got these little earbuds in my ear right there, and I'm going to go ahead and just I'm going to see if I can get that earbud to go up, but I'm going to keep it in my ear. So I got to get my ear to go up, and I'm going to be stretching my neck. While I'm doing that, I'm bringing my shoulder down. And so I got my ear going up, shoulder going down. I got my ear up right here. I'm going to bring it right back into the middle, and then I'm going to switch over to this other ear. So now I got this ear going up. Sounds like it's cold in Chula Vista. Oh my gosh. And who's got a lot of rain where you are? It's going up here, down here, back into the middle. Let's go up again. Right ear. I got my right ear. You could be doing your left ear, but try to stretch that ear up to the top and back to the middle. One more time. Here we go with the ear lift, bringing it up. I already know what I'm going to be asking Nick for the impossible question. It's not impossible to one person on this workout though. And Nick, my question is to you is how many diamonds do you think are on this painting? I don't know. Does anybody know? Remember, if you don't know, you could raise your shoulders up. It would be kind of a universal sign of, I don't know, but you would also be doing a exercise for your trapezius. So let's bring those trapezius up and let's bring them down. Let's just do a couple up and downs like that, kind of get them going. Let's do maybe some back and forwards with our shoulders. And that's going to be moving our trapezius. Also, it's going to be helping to kind of keep things connected. It's a bridge across our back. Let's do some circles with the trapezius, keeping it going. And again, you can see there's that kind of, I don't know. Every time I kind of come around that way, you can see, I don't know. Bringing those elbows up. They're kind of just hanging out, going along where the shoulders tell them to go. Let's go ahead and do a hold. Let's go up for 5, 4. We got our shoulders up. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring them down. Push down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and give an armpit squeeze. Squeeze against your body. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go up for 4. We're going to go up again. Hold them up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring them down for 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's give it a squeeze for 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go one more time, but let's just go for about 2 seconds. So we're going to go up, going 1, 2, down, going 1, 2, squeeze, going 1, 2. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and keep moving down through our body. We're getting our shoulders going here, but now we're going to move our shoulders by using our elbows. So let's go ahead with the elbow the other day. I'm trying to remember. I know we were doing a lot of the running and we had a lot of the locomotion and things like that going. So today, let's work on a little bit of a difference, and let's work on like the kayak row. All right, a little bit different than what we had the other day. We had the locomotion going. Remember? Who remembers that one? Locomotion like the train. Also the locomotion like we were running, but we were thinking about the elbows. Today, let's go ahead and think about the kayak row. So we got a paddle going in the water, pulling back. At the same time, the other paddle's going up, and then it goes in the water and pulls back. So let's go ahead and let's do about maybe 20 of these. That's going to be a good warm up. Now you can have your hands, they can be interlocked. I like that. Let's paint the world green for Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. That's right, Carla. Karen. That's right, Karen. Carla was putting up a chat message right when I was reading that one. Back to back. We got the chat rooms. It's live over here, everybody. We got a lot of messages. Keep that paddle going. Keep it moving. We got about 10 more to go. If you want to make a comment, remember, we got that chat room here. And if you're on YouTube, you can leave a message. And if you want to get on Zoom, you can let us know and you can join our live workout on Zoom. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Paint the world green. You know, Carla, said it again. Karen, I have some green TruFit Adaptive Fitness t-shirts that are going to be coming. And so if you want one of those, I can get you one of those. But I did this time around, we made some shirts. Last year we made some gray ones, but this year we have a lot of different colors. And there's green, there's going to be pink, there's going to be yellow, blue, light blue, and then we're going to do the special tie dye especially for the team leaders. I want every team leader to be able to do their own custom tie dye shirt. Let's have a sip of water, everybody. And if you want to get one of those too, and you're thinking like, how can I get that? Well, you got to let me know. But if you're on the TruFit Adaptive Fitness app, you're going to be able to earn them too. So you're going to be able to work out just by doing exercises, and you're going to earn rewards. And that's life. That's what we want to create. We want to create that situation. Let's go ahead and get our arms moving around a little bit. And I don't have a lot of space here. I got this big old butterfly right here. I don't want to bump into it. And so I don't have a ton of room. But with my arms, that doesn't mean I can't still do a lot of movements. And so what I want to do is I want to work on going up and down and then forward and out. So I'm just going to work on those two right now. And when I go up and down and forward and out, I want to think about I talk about this sometimes, kind of like you're in a hallway, like I'm not reaching out too far. I'm kind of keeping my hands in close. And when I reach up, I'm trying to kind of keep my hands in close right here. So let's go out. Let's do about 5 of each of these. There's 5. Here we're going to go out for 4, going up for 4. And you're going to start to feel this in your shoulders. 3. Now this is a press, and this is a press. Nice job, Andy. There you go. Bringing them in and bringing them out, bringing them down and bringing them out. Nice job. Let's do about 1 more of these. I got cats running through my garden out there. I can see them. There's a whole cat community. They're just moving into my garden. Nice job. Let's give our arms a little bit of a break. In fact, let's let our arms kind of hang down and maybe kind of shake your arms out. Imagine you're kind of just letting go of weights in your hand. You're just kind of shaking out your arms, and imagine you're holding on to a weight and then you're dropping it. Imagine the feeling of that, and then just kind of let that feeling just go through your arm. And so you're holding a little weight and then you drop it on the ground. Holding the weights, drop it on the ground. Nice job. Dropping those weights, and you're kind of relaxing your hand. So when my hand's up here and then I drop it, I'm opening up my hand. I'm kind of pretending I'm holding on to something and then just dropping it down. So I'm constantly opening and closing my hands. And I want to work on that. I want to work on that extension. And then again, that grip, getting that flexion in through my hand, through my fingers. Let's keep it with the arms for a second. And let's do some classic arm circles. But we're gonna change it up. Let's start with the classic. I'm gonna go around in a circle. I'm kind of in a little bit in front of my body right here. Nice. And now I'll just try to do just one. I'm going to hold one arm steady, and I'm going to circle the other arm. Who can try that out with me? Just try to hold one arm up, and you can hold it anywhere. It can be over here. And then I'm going to switch it out. I'm going to hold this one still, and now I'm going to move this one. So I got 2 things going on. I got one arm moving, and the other arm, even though it's not moving, there's still a lot going on out there. Now, who thinks I can hold up the arm that's not moving longer than I can hold up the arm that's moving? Which one would get tired first? Should we find out? Should we find out? I don't know. Let's see. Let's try to find out, everybody. Let's find out. One arm's not moving, but it's working. The other arm's moving and it's working. Try this with me. Let's keep going. Keep moving that one arm. Let's see. Who do you think? We'll go for 20 more seconds. I can already tell you who I think it's going to be. Who do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be this arm over here that's not moving, but holding itself up? Or is it this arm over here that's moving and holding up? So I got my arm moving, and let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Nice job. Great job. Now I can tell you that the arm that was moving, it was going to be tired probably sooner. Karen was thinking her arm that was staying still was going to get sooner. And that's pretty neat, because I bet it would be different. I bet for some of us, we might feel that the arm that was holding still was going to get tired and want to go down before the arm that was moving. And if you think about it, the arm that was moving, that was getting more maybe blood flow, right? Because we have the motion, we have the movement. The arm that was holding still, it was just kind of squeezing and holding steady. And the muscle really wasn't maybe circulating the way that it could have been. So Ben was going with the left one. Ben, was that the one that was moving or the one you were holding steady? Let's have a sip of water, everybody. That's what that means. All right, nice. We got a lot of folks joining us in. What a great group on a Wednesday. Thank you, Ben. It was Ben's that was moving. Remember, everybody, it's Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, the whole month of March. We're going to be talking about cerebral palsy, especially on the Fitness Social. If you join us on the Fitness Social on Friday night, we're going to talk about cerebral palsy and raise awareness. And that's the idea. When we understand things, remember, we can work together better to accomplish that greater goal. And that's just like with fitness. And we all want to work together. We want to be able to understand how we can help each other and how we can work together. And that's going to be part of what this month during the Fitness Socials we'll be talking about. Remember, that's Friday night. That's at 6 p.m. That's our weekly hangout. And everybody's invited. Everybody's invited to that. Let's go ahead and get into our hands and wrists. And I'm actually going to be bringing up something here in a minute, but let's just start with just doing a wiggling of the fingers. And remember, wiggling of the fingers, we're kind of keeping them straight. And we're just kind of wiggling. You can hold your hands however you might want them to be, up in the air, down on the ground. Nice job, Tyler. There you go. He could be a good piano player. I could tell that. All right, nice. Keeping it going. Now let's just try wiggling just the thumbs. Just wiggling the thumbs, wiggling the thumbs. And now let's go ahead and bring our fingers together here. And we're going to give a little bit of a squeeze and then switch to the next one. Squeeze. You can see I'm squeezing. You can see my fingers and they're kind of moving. I'm going to go to my ring finger. I'm giving a little squeeze. Go to my pinky and my thumb. Give it a little squeeze. Now let's go back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's make a fist. Squeeze. And then let's open up real big. Open up. And then let's kind of wiggle again. Wiggle it again. Nice job. Let's try that one more time. We'll go through it just a little bit quicker this time. We're going to start with index and thumb. Go squeeze, 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 squeeze. Going back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Fist, open, and then wiggling. Nice. Now you might be able to feel that like me. We're feeling that in our wrist a little bit too. But let's get our wrist more involved. Let's forget about moving the fingers now. And let's think about just moving at our wrists. So there you go. Nice job. Again, Tyler's got this one going on. Good job, Andy. Moving those wrists up and down. All right. This is the up and down. This is kind of like the parade wave. All right. Now let's go San Diego Padres umpires. Safe. Side to side. This one can be tough. But again, look at that. Pretty neat in the wrist. I can keep my arm steady here and my wrist can move side to side. But look, you can see muscles up here in my forearm. That's happening in your forearms too. You're strengthening your arms right now by doing this exercise. And let's do some circles. You're strengthening your wrist. You're strengthening your forearms. You're strengthening your upper arm. You're strengthening your shoulders. It's all getting work right now. And it's all getting connected with your mind. Let's keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's have a sip of water, everybody. Keeping it going. I'm going to bring up part of my new exercise here. And I had a challenge for everybody. Let's bring up the challenge because this is a fitness challenge and it has to do with food. So I'm going to bring up some fruits, everybody. And let's see. Listen, if you want to put it in the chat room, you can try to guess what fruit is what. But let's start off with this one right here. Who knows what this one is? This is pretty classic. All right. We got the first piece of fruit that we're looking at here. And what do y'all think that is? All right, we're going to put that over here now. The next piece of fruit. What is this? What is that? It's yellow. It's got a little top to it here. And okay, we got a yellow piece of fruit there. Let's go ahead. This is a controversial fruit. What is this one here? What is this? This is the trick question. I'm just going to tell you right now. But what is that? What is this little red? It looks like a little cherry, but it's not. What is this piece of fruit? Oh, Ben. Oh, what is this piece of fruit? This is the mystery fruit. So what? Oh, what could this piece of fruit be? It's an invisible fruit because of the green screen, right? So what piece of fruit, what could that be? Interesting. What about this piece of fruit here? What do we got? This one's kind of small. It looks like it's real easy to maybe unwrap. What do we got there? What's that one all about? That one could be maybe called a citrus. What is this thing? Oh, it's green too, but it shows up. But it's also red. What is this piece of fruit right here? Where we got red, and then on the other side, it's kind of green. This looks tasty. Would I want to bite into this though? Or I don't know how would I want to eat that. What about this? Wow, look at this piece of fruit. It's almost as big as my head. What could this thing be? This is huge. This is another maybe type of citrus. This thing came from Texas. That might give it away. What is that? We're going to check those answers here in a little bit. I saw some correct answers going on in there, and I'm going to show you in just a few minutes how we can do some exercises with that fruit. Now, one of the first ones, actually, I'll show you right now. One of the first ones that we can do, especially with a small piece of fruit like this lime, if you got that right, or maybe the cherry tomato, is the exercise we were just doing. So I'm going to hold this cherry tomato with my thumb and my index finger. Then my goal is to be able to hold it now with my middle finger and my thumb. Now my next goal is going to be, and you can see how I'm kind of using my hand to move it over. Now I'm holding it with my ring finger, my thumb. And now let's see if I can hold it with my pinky and my thumb. So this is something that with the cherry tomato, you don't want to squish it, right? You'd have tomato sauce everywhere. You could also do this with something like the lime, where you're going to be moving it between your hand, between the fingers, and trying to hold on to it. And with the lime, you can give a little bit of a squeeze. You can hold on to it. And so this is a way, again, that if you were thinking, I want to improve my hands, I want to improve the strength of my hands, but I also want to improve the accuracy of my touches. Find yourself some fruit, grapes, the cherry tomato, the lime, the lemon, all of those are going to give you something great that you can move between the fingers, and you're going to feel the strength in your hands is going to start to improve with each finger as it gets stronger independently. It's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and go to our core. Let's do some core exercises. We'll bring the video down. You can see I got a desk right here that I'm sitting at. Let's see if we can fix this light up here too. Might help us out a little bit there. So for our next exercise, let's think about getting our core involved. And I'm thinking we're going to do a little bit of movement for our core. So let's go ahead and do the teacup, and we're going to do the twist reach and the coffee pot with the ground touch. I'm even going to scoot back here just a little bit more. There we go. That's a good spot. And so remember, with the teacup, I'm going to be reaching up over my head. And if I want to, I can kind of lean, or I could just try to stay tall. Either way, I'm going to be firing up. I'm going to be getting some activity from my obliques, from my chest, from my back. And so let's go ahead. Let's do a couple of those in a row. Let's go maybe 5. Let's go up over the head. There's 1. We're going to start with that as 1, 2. Now, if it's tough to reach up over your head, you could maybe try to reach up over like you're reaching right up over in front of your eyes, trying to get that arm up a little bit. There we go. Now let's go ahead and go across the body. So we're going to reach across and back. And now again, I'm not moving my upper body too much, but if you want to, you could do a nice little twist like that there. So you can see how I'm kind of twisting just a little bit. Let's go for 1 more of these, everybody. And this is the twist, the classic twist. Now let's go for that coffee pot. So we're just going to be tipping on over to the side, and you're kind of letting your arm just kind of pull you on down, pull you on over that way, just kind of leaning over here. I'm kind of getting into that butterfly wing there, going down to the side, getting a stretch on this oblique over here. And then let's go ahead for the ground touch. So I'm in a seated position. So I'm going to reach down right in front of my body, or I could reach over here to the side of my seat. You can do either one. And if you can't make it to the ground, that's okay. Try to reach down just as far as you can. And if you're standing up, you can touch the ground with 1 hand or with 2 hands if it feels more comfortable. Let's go 1 more ground touch. I'm going to switch over to this other side now. So here we go, going up over my head. Try to reach that arm up as high as you can over your head. Imagine you're giving somebody like a high five, just right up there on the backside. of your head. You're trying to reach up. You're kind of doing like a funky high five. It's like one of those high fives that only friends know about. And you know your friend's going to get you up over there. Now let's go across the chest. Same thing. Like I'm reaching over here. Maybe there's a friend coming up over this way and I'm going to give them a high five as they come around. Maybe we're handing off something. They're going to pass it off to me. So I'm reaching over here. I'm going to get the thing. I'm going to bring it back close to my body where I'm the strongest. Now let's go ahead and teacup it over a coffee pot. Here we go. Coffee pot. I don't drink coffee. People think that's strange. I don't use a coffee pot too often. And not too long ago, I had to use a coffee pot. Now I wasn't sure how to get it to open and pour the coffee out. Everybody thought that was pretty funny. Let's go ahead and try to touch the ground again now. So you can do one hand or two hands. For me, I'm sitting down, so I'm just going to reach down kind of as far as I can to the side or maybe in front of my body. Trying to reach down by my feet. I can reach down here, check on my bee sting. Yep, still there. Let's go one more. All right, nice, good stuff. So all that kind of got our core moving around. You know, we stretched, we twisted, we kind of got small, and we also got tall, right? And so now let's think about just doing a nice squeeze. All right, let's think about doing an abdominal squeeze. I'm going to get myself sitting back up nice and tall again. And I want to think about kind of getting all these muscles right. I'm already doing it right now, actually, just talking about it. You can start squeezing now too if you want, but let's just give those muscles a squeeze. Let's think about it. We're going to squeeze them, but we're not just going to end there. We're going to keep them squeezed. And what I want to work on is we're just going to be reaching out with one arm, and then we're going to be pulling it back. And when you reach out and you're squeezing, you're going to feel kind of some muscles kind of getting worked on there. I want you to feel those muscles. I want those to get activated. So this is squeeze and reach, squeeze and reach. And every time you bring your arm back, you're going to give it a little extra squeeze and then reach. So here we go. Let's do 10. Let's start by squeezing. I'm squeezing. You're squeezing. Here we go. Reach 1. And then I'm going to squeeze. Reach. I'm still squeezing even though I'm reaching. 3. And I'm just kind of making sure that I got the best squeeze in my stomach, in my core, not my stomach. Why would I squeeze my stomach? Oh, my food's in there. Here we go. Squeeze and reach. Squeeze. Squeezing our abdominals. Squeeze. Reach. You're going to get a stretch. Squeeze. Reach. Squeeze. Reach. Squeeze. Let's do one more. Reach. One more. Squeeze and reach. Woo. Who feels that? You're going to feel that in your hips. You're going to feel it kind of all the way up through above your belly button. It's going to be connecting our upper body and lower body. And when we're engaging these muscles and then we activate our upper body, it's going to engage those muscles even just a little bit more. Now, Carla, I saw wanted to do the witch's pot with getting the soup going. So let's go ahead and let's have a fruit soup. Is there a fruit soup? Has anybody ever had a fruit soup before? I don't know. I got a lot of fruit right here. I feel like I could put it in a soup and I could stir it up and we might have something tasty. Let's go ahead and move those arms around as if we're stirring it up. If you're standing up, go ahead and bend your knees a little bit. Pretend you got to kind of get in that pot. You want to make sure none of the fruit sticks to the bottom of the pot. You can stir it and reach out with your arms and then bring it back in. Reaching out again and then coming back up. So it's kind of down and out. That's the pattern. Up and in. Down and out, up and in. I'm going to do a small circle right here in front, trying to make sure that I get everything kind of unstuck, spinning directions, spinning it around, keeping it going, back to a big circle, spinning it, spinning it, spinning it. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Let's have a sip of water, everybody. Next exercise we're going to do is, what is this? I got a question in here. I guess you could, yeah, with the soup. I don't know. Fruit soup. That's something. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to see if there's a fruit soup out there. There's got to be a fruit soup. Probably with like apricots. Something fancy. Apricots just sound fancy, so you know they got to be fancy.
I was saying, Coach John, you can do some desk push-ups since you said stomach.
Yeah, I you know, now I have to because you told me to. That's a good producer for everybody. That's right. Ben caught me. I caught myself. But when I say stomach, when I really mean to say abdominals or core, I got to kind of give myself a little challenge for that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to scoot back. If you're sitting down, you might have to move back from your desk just a little bit. If you want to get on the ground and do some push-ups, you can do some push-ups, or if you want to, you can do a chest press push in the air. But I'm going to do some push-ups on my desk right here. And how many do you think, Ben? It's like 20? Does that sound about right? Something like that. Let's go for 20.
I say 20.
20. All right, 20 is good. So you can see I'm
Oh,
right here. I'm
oh,
sitting straight. Oh my God. Carla said
Carla
50.
said 50.
All right. Okay, can't back down from a challenge. All right, so I'm getting myself back here. I have myself sitting up pretty straight. Okay, if you want to do a push-up on the ground, you can also do this on a kneeling push-up. I'm going to put my hands down on my table right here. I'm going to lean down, and then I'm going to bring myself back up straight again. So here we go. So I'm pushing away, and you can be pushing away too. So I can bring it down and up, down and up. And so this is a great exercise if you're thinking about trying to get a stretch across your upper body. The push-up, if you make it so that it's not super difficult. Now, if I was doing this flat on the ground, it would be very difficult to do. Plus my back hurts. Plus I got the bee sting going on. This wouldn't be fun. But because I'm able to do this here at my desk, I'm able to press down and push up. And I'm getting my shoulders going. I'm getting my elbows going. I'm getting my wrists are engaged. Yeah, Chris Hill. What's up, my man? Chris Hill joining us from ADC. Yeah, brother. It's good to see you, my friend. We're doing some push-ups right now. Carla gave me a challenge. I called my core a stomach. And here I am. We're working out. We're cranking away. I'm doing a pressing exercise, doing a push-up exercise, working out my deltoids, working out my triceps. What's another muscle that pushes? I'm going to leave that one out there. I just gave away 2 of them. What's another muscle I'm using right now? It's a big deal for this exercise. Let's see if anybody remembers it. I already said deltoids. I already said triceps. What's another muscle that's very much active? And if you don't know the name of the muscle exactly, that's okay. Just where is that muscle? Where is it on the body? Is it in my ankles? Is it in my neck? Is it in my hips? What other muscle? I'm still going because Carla said 50. Oh my gosh, who's getting tired? Let's go 10 more, everybody. That feels right. Look, I can do a 1-arm push-up because I'm at the desk. You might also want to try that out. You might want to try like Rocky, right? 1 arm behind his back. Who else did that? G.I. Jane. She did it. Demi Moore. She's out there doing 1-arm push-ups, cranking them out. I'm doing them right now too. Look at that, just like that. And this is something that you can work on because again, in this situation, if you want to, you can have your other free hand in a safety position, maybe on your leg. So as you're lowering down here, you can let the work be being done right here. I can feel the work being done, but if I need some help pushing back up, I'm going to have my other arm there to help me out. Let's go for a water break. Carla called a water break. I'm gonna call that 50. If you're on YouTube, you could count. Let me know how close we were. I might want to do that too. Let's find out who can figure out first how many push-ups was that actually. All right, let's go ahead. Let's do 2 more warm-ups because I want to show you this exercise that I had planned out. Let's go ahead and do smiles and frowns. Let's put our smiles on. 3, 2, 1. Big smile. And frown. Home Alone. 3, 2, 1. Smile. 3, 2, 1. Frown. 3, 2, 1. Home Alone face. Nice. Nick says 54. Nick's going, he thinks I did 54 push-ups. Maybe Nick did 54. Nick, did you do 54? Is that what happened? Or he wants to do a breath hold for 54. Let's not do that, but let's go ahead and do it for 24. How about that? Breath hold for 24. Here we go, everybody. We're going to do our breath hold. A lot of folks love this exercise. It's a fun one to do. Gets you connected with your body and the air and the oxygen you're breathing in. So here we go. We're going to breathe in 2, and then we're going to hold the third one for 24 seconds. Just a new number. Here we go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe and hold. And exhale. Was that 19 or 24? Who knows? I think that was 24. That could have been 19. I started reading a comment and totally lost which one we were on, but that's all right. Whether it was 19 or 24, we're moving on to the next exercise. And let me show you what we're going to do. This is something that you could probably do. Chris Hill, you're having a bite to eat right now. You could even be doing this because this exercise, we're going to need a spoon. And this is a big spoon. All right. This is a spoon for like a giant, for a very, very tall person, or you could use it for soup. Maybe it's a soup spoon. So this ladle spoon, what I want to do with this is I want to work on my hand control, holding an extension of the spoon. Now, who's ever seen where people are holding like an egg on a spoon? Maybe you've done an egg race before. Maybe you've done that. Who's ever tried a balancing exercise like that? So what I want to do is I'm going to put a piece of fruit on the spoon and I'm going to see if I can just hold it on there. So let's start off with something, maybe the smallest piece of fruit. So the first thing is you want to think about there's different ways you could hold the spoon. I can hold this with my hand so that I'm going to be using my bicep. All right. We learned about this last week when we had our hand positions. Remember, and Ben was like, I feel it in my biceps. I'm like, yeah, me too. That was on Monday. My hand is it's in this position, supination. I got knuckles down. All right. When I have knuckles up with the spoon, I'm going to have so many moves I can make. Knuckles down, I'm going to have so many moves I can make. I might also be able to hold this with two hands. So what I want to try to do is I want to try to reach out in the different positions. I want to reach forward. I want to reach over to the side. I want to reach down. I want to reach across my body. And I even want to try to see if I can reach up over my head and down without dropping whatever's on the spoon. So what do you think? Should I do, and I'm going to leave it up to you all, should I do 3 cherry tomatoes or should I do the mango? Oh my gosh, look at the mango. Or should I do, who knew what this one was? The grapefruit. Or should I do the orange? This is the orange. They call these the cuties. Who's ever seen those before? Or should I do maybe the lemon? What do you think? What should I do? Let's see, what piece of fruit should I try to move? And remember, I'm going to try to move it forward and backwards, over to the side. What was the second one, Nick? Nick wants to see the second. Was that the mango? Was it the mango? I think it was the mango, huh? Oh my gosh, Nick's going for mango, Nick, is that right? This one? It's kind of neat because it kind of disappears. Chris, what do you think? Should I go for the mango? All right, here we go. So everybody, I'm going to hold the mango on the spoon. I'm going to hold it with a knuckles down grip. And there we go. I got it. It's in there. It's in the spoon. And now you're going to watch me. I want you to pay attention to my eyes. I'm going to be watching. Carrie wants to see the grapefruit. We'll try the grapefruit with my other hand. So the first position I want to do is I'm going to try to hold this steady right here close to my body. Now, this is a strong position, everybody. If you see here, my shoulder is working. My bicep is going to be working and my wrist is nice and strong. Now from here, my goal is to reach this forward. So I'm going to reach it out in front of my body. You can see I'm bringing it all the way close up here by the camera and then bringing it back. Okay, I can do that one pretty good. And I didn't drop it. Now let's see if I can move it over to the side. So when I move it over to the side, again, I'm holding it close. I'm going to bring my arm over to the side. So remember that exercise where we were doing this one? Well, now check it out. Now I'm doing that here and I'm reaching over and bringing it back, bringing it in, going over, bringing it back, bringing it in. Now I want to try to go across my body. So again, I'm still holding it with my knuckles down and I'm going to reach over here across my body like I'm going to give it to the butterfly. And then I'm bringing it back here. Again, look at this position. This is where you're strongest. And I'm going to reach over and back. If you're at home, if you're watching right now, if you have a spoon and a piece of fruit, try it out with me. Let's try it out. If not, try this out later on when you're in the kitchen. Remember, we're going to try to go forwards. We're going to try to go sideways. we're going to try to go across the body. And like Karen just mentioned, you're going to start to feel this in your wrist. You're also going to feel this in the muscles of your hand. All right. Remember, so we're working a lot with some hand exercises. Let's try to bring it down low. So as I bring it down low, my wrist is going to bend and I'm going to lower it down and then pick it back up. So again, I'm working out my wrist, working out my bicep, and I still haven't dropped the mango, but now can I go up over my head? Now watch what happens with knuckles down as I try to go. Look at this. I can't get it really any higher than this. It's starting to get to where it's uncomfortable. So I want to stop. I'm thinking, well, that was uncomfortable. I don't want to do exercises that are uncomfortable. I want to make it to where I can do this. So what I'm going to do is I got to turn my knuckles around. I got to get my knuckles from being knuckles down to knuckles up. And now I can do that. I can maybe hold on to the spoon with my other hand at the end, or maybe here. I'm going to hold on here. It's the safest spot because it's the closest to the fruit. So if I would have held on to it here, ooh, that's tough. If you hold on to it here, it won't be as tough. Now I can switch my hand around so that now, look, my knuckles are up. All right, so I got my knuckles up and I'm going to go ahead. I got my thumb. It can be on the bottom or on the side. And I'm going to try to lift this up over my head. I got it up there. I got it up as high as I can. And you'll know if I drop it because it's going to fall on my head. And I bring it back down. Let's try this one more time, going up, bringing it up, and then bringing it down. All right, now Carrie said, let's try the grapefruit. And I'm going to try that with my left hand. I want all of you to try this one. Try to do it between now and Friday. I'm going to ask you on Friday how you did. And on the Friday workout, let's see if we can do that. So we're going to go forward. So I got knuckles down, grapefruit. We're going to go forwards. All right, I'm going to go 2 times each direction, forwards. Now I'm going to go sideways. Oh, this is tough. Oh, I don't want to drop it on the fish. I got to look at it. Now pay attention. Remember when I said about my eyes? If you're looking at what you're doing, you're going to be able to have more stability with it. If you're focused on the object, if I'm focused on the fish swimming around in my tank here, there's a chance I might drop this. Let's try to go across the body over to the fish. And if you're visually impaired, this is still a great exercise because you're going to have that proprioception. You're going to feel the balance in the spoon, in your wrist and in your shoulder. Now we're going down low. So I'm bringing it down low. Oh my gosh, I do not want to drop this grapefruit. I'm doing so good. Bringing it down low again. All right, now I got to switch hands. So I'm going to do the swim. Nick, watermelon. Put my knuckles up. All right, so I got knuckles up, holding it on the spoon. There it goes, going up for 1. And then going up for 2. Let's see if I can get a third one. Look, I'm going to go a little faster. Let's see what happens as I speed up a little bit more. 3. Here we go. A little. Oh. You saw that, right? So you could see as I started to go too fast and I stopped to really pay attention, that grapefruit fell right down. So it's a fun exercise. You can try this. You can put a piece of fruit in the spoon. You can move it around. Remember the directions we're working on: forwards and backwards, side to side, down and up, across the body, and up as high as you can go. So try that out this week before Friday's workout, and we're going to see. I want to know what kind of piece of fruit did you try to do it with? Or maybe a watermelon like Nick suggested. That would be tough, Nick. That would be tough. Then what do you think about for some leadership? Do we have one of our leaders on here who wants to take us through some exercises? Remember, everybody, a lot of the leaders on our TruFit workouts are athletes, cerebral palsy athletes, and it is awesome to be able to not only get led by them, but also do the
I was
creativity.
thinking I would do some arm raises. Let me do some leadership today.
You got it, Ben. Absolutely. Co-host. He is getting, I'm going to help him out with that. Nice. You got it. I'm going to jump myself off here too. Should I stay up with you or you want to?
Yes.
Okay. Me and Ben are
that way you can follow along too. I'm gonna do this, arm raises, up, down, up,
both arms,
down, up, down, up, down, going to the side, in, the side, in, to the side, in, to the side, in, to the side, in, and then abdominal squeeze.
Squeeze. Nice.
Okay,
Good job.
that's
Oh,
it.
you know, it sounded like you also did a little breath hold too, huh?
Yeah.
And remember, everybody, you can hear Ben do it. You know, and guess what? I did it too. When I was doing the abdominal squeeze, I did a kind of a breath hold too. Sometimes when you're exercising, you're going to find that, say the abdominal squeeze, you're squeezing and you're starting to lose it. You're starting to have like, I don't have any energy for it. Think real quick to yourself. Think, could I take a breath and extend it out longer? Because remember, you're going to get energy from oxygen. And so sometimes when we're running low on energy, it happens to me all the time. I have to remind myself, me and Bernie, we say it all the time, remember to breathe. And that's what that means. Who do you got next up for us, Ben? Maybe Nick or
I'll have
Let's
Terry pick this
do
time.
Byron.
oh, Byron. Byron's going to come with the flow. How about we get Byron and Nick on the side by side? I'll call the play by play and talk about some action here. All right, everybody. We got Byron. He's got that classic Arc of San Diego shirt on, loving it. Moving that chair out of the way. Remember, everybody, when you're exercising, you want to have that space set up. You want to have a safe space where you can move around. Nick's got a good space. Byron's got a good space. Everybody, remember, if you needed to have a sip of water, I saw a couple folks had some water. Go ahead and get that sip of water in, because we're really moving and grooving in this workout. And now remember, everybody, Byron's going to be doing a lot of moves. Nick's going to be trying to follow along. You can try to follow along, or you can watch, and then you can try some of these moves out later on. Byron's going to be using a sandbag, and he's going to start with moving it and just moving it around his body like that. Look at that, going back and forth in his hands, and then moving it around the back, and then the back and forth. So back and forth, going left, right, left, and then going around the back with the handoff. Nice job. Nick's following along great. Byron's got it going, and he's going into an arm swing on one side with just that one arm swinging around. Nick's got it going too now. We're swinging the one arm around, and some of it looks like a bowler, and some of it looks like a baseball player. So think about both of those. You got the bowler. There's the bowler. All right, that's the bowler move. And now do a kind of baseball player move where you're going over the top, you know? Oh, Byron's winding it up. There you go. Byron's got it wound up. He's in the pitcher position, and he's going to swing it over to the other side. No, he's bringing it to the middle, and then he's going to the other side. So he did a pretty smooth move right there where he paused his body as he's transitioning around. Nice job holding that sandbag up, got it up against his core. Nick's holding it up, getting ready for that next move. And what's it going to be? Byron's going into a twisty lean over to the side. Check this out, everybody. Byron's going. He's got like a twisty robot move going on right now. I like it. This is pretty cool. Nick, you got to turn those feet. So Byron, there you go. Byron's feet are turning to the side. There you go, Nick. It's going to be a little unstable, but then it's going to find your, you're going to find your balance. All right. Byron's turning back into the front. He's got the bag up on his shoulder like a shot put, like he's at the track and field games, and he's going to do the shot put throw, holding it up there on the back of his neck. Now he's bringing it down, bringing it all the way down, bringing it down by his knee and swinging it in his arm, bringing it back up behind his head. So he's bringing that sandbag all the way down, bringing it all the way up, using his shoulder. You can do this with nothing, everybody. Just bring that arm up and then bring it down behind your ear, behind your head. And that's going to be getting your tricep going, your shoulders, your biceps, all those muscles working out. Nice job. Byron's showing us some tempo too. Remember, you can play music fast, you can play music slow. It's all about the tempo. Now he's swinging it in front of the body. He's got the forward, the back, swinging it on the swing set, getting ready to do the switcheroo because we don't have too much time today. So he's going to be going to that exercise stick here any minute now. There it is, bowling away the sandbag. Nice. He got a strike. You can tell by his reaction. That was a strike. Nice job, Byron, on that. Now he's got the resistance bar. Nick's got the pool noodle. Nick, you did a good job following on with those sandbag moves. They didn't get too fast, and that was nice. Byron kind of had a nice smooth move on us there. So now he's holding it out to one side with his arm, holding it out to the side. Nick's got it going on. It looks like these two guys are in Star Wars, and they're like got lightsaber challenge going on here, holding the stick out to the side, switching hands. And again, Byron, remember, that's a 10-pound bar. So you can see it's trying to balance to the left and to the right. We got 4 more minutes, according to Karen. So we're doing great. We got some time to work out, everybody. 4 minutes is a lot of time for exercise. Byron's bringing it back in, switching out to the other hand. Nice. I like that move, everybody. Now Byron's doing it, and he's spinning it with that one hand. And he's just spinning it with the one hand. He's kind of rocking it so where his knuckles are down, and then his knuckles go up. And then the knuckles go down, and then the knuckles go up. And guess what, everybody? He's working out his forearm and his biceps, and he's working out his shoulders. If you have an exercise stick, you might be able to do that exercise move right there where you're rocking it. Knuckles down, knuckles up. Knuckles down, knuckles up. Nice move, Byron. There you go. Holding it now straight up and down, doing a full baton spin, spinning it around. There you go, Nick. Nice job with the baton spin and with the tap on the ground. That's Marine Corps. There we go. He's got it. Nice. There you go, Nick. Nick's got the tap on the ground with authority. Byron's got it. Reaching out, tap on the ground, spin it around, tap on the ground. Keep it going, Byron. You got about 2 more minutes. Oh, he's going for the lumberjack. We got to get some firewood. It's cold out there. All right. Moving forwards and backwards with the stick up on his shoulder. And remember, everybody, we love moving backwards. If you do just one time today, try to move around your house. Try to do something that you would normally do forwards. Try to do it backwards. Be careful, but try to do it backwards. And pay attention to how careful. There we go. Switching up lumberjack, switching up to the other shoulder and still moving forwards and backwards. In that backwards movement, it is going to really get our mind aware. And again, great job to Byron. Get ready, Byron, to bring it on home with some baton spins. We got it going on here with a great workout. Remember, everybody, this is Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, all the month of March. Byron's got one hand out. He's holding the stick up. Look at this move. He's switching out hands. He's saying, wait a second, I'm not done. I'm holding it up. Let's have some fun. Oh, he's going for the kayak row. He's going to bring it on home with a kayak row, everybody. Nice job, Byron. Our second kayak experience today. Look at Byron and Nick. These guys could be kayaking out there, going across the lake. Nice job, Nick. There you go. Work on that spin. Work how it comes around. One goes forward, one goes back. Let's give it a countdown. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on home. Nice job, Byron and Nick. What an excellent, excellent demonstration on how you can use a resistance bar. Great job, guys. How you can use the pool noodle. And again, Byron showed us exercises where he was balancing, exercises where he was spinning, exercises where he was lifting and twisting. It is incredible. Byron, Nick, great job, you guys. Let's give Ben a round of applause. Byron, Nick, great job. Great job to Karen. Oh my gosh, if you missed that breathing motto from today's beginning, go on YouTube. You got to check it out. You got to go back, watch the first 5 minutes. You're going to see Karen do that breathing motto with sign language. It was beautiful. Ben, who do we have? What about you?
It's fine. I can close it out.
You think so? Man, I like I like the look on your face, man. He's like, yeah. He's like a baseball player who just knows. He's like, yep, I can step up to the plate. All right, Ben, take it away.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. And breathe out the worst. And breathe in your power so you can reach your goals first on Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month.
Yes, Ben. Nice job, Ben. Oh, remember, we got some goals too. We got March Madness kicking off this month. If you're on the app, Ben's on the team. If you're on the team, I'm gonna get some basketball stuff. We're gonna give it away. Get ready.